Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second tutorial in the tutorial series of our learning graphic design using CorelDRAW software. Okay, so now let's open our CorelDRAW just like we opened it the first time. Come here, click CorelDRAW and then click it. So this is our recent folder. So this is how it's going to appear when you are opening the next folder, when you're opening your work. So click on that and we have our saved project here. Okay, so today we are going to learn how to fill and use two or more tools, two or more objects, combining objects and coloring them. Okay, so let's first bring this. Okay, let's delete this guys first, and now let's see this. Now we want to color this. Let's see this. Let's say I want to color this one now. This rectangle here, I want it blue. I want this guy here to be light blue. This circle here, green. Let's cover the other circle, and this guy here to be yellow. So you can notice that that circle has vanished or something, but it not actually vanish. It is at the back of this layer, this green circle. So if we remove the green circle, you should see it. So how do we bring this one to the front? Just come here, effects, okay, arrange, order, then to front of layer. So it will be in front of every other thing now. So now you can see it there. So you can just click on this and select, let's say magenta, select these two guys and bring them here. So, and let's say we want this guy at the back to be in front. You can just right click instead of coming here, right click and right click and then come here, order, then to front of layer. So it overrides everything and comes to the front. So let's undo that by pressing Ctrl Z on the keyboard, or just come here. Let's do this. Okay, you can just undo this by coming here and undo. And also you can remove the outline. Let's say you don't want this black outline to show, you can just come here, right click on this icon, come here, also right click, come here, right click, come here, right click. And you can also change the color of the outline. Let's say you don't want to delete it. Let's say you want it to be, say, blue. It's not really showing because it's the thin line, set to hairline. Okay, this is what we didn't change that last time. So let's say we change it to 1.0. Still doesn't look like as if it changed, or once we put it as at 4.0. So you can see. So immediately put it to 4.0, the thickness of the line increased, so you can change it to 16 or 24. So you can just leave it as 1 also. So here also we can change it. You can change the outline by right clicking on this desired color we want to change to. Okay, let's say we want it to yellow. Right click to yellow, but it's not visible. Why? This airline, so you can just increase it a bit. I can also clear the outline if you don't want it. And also we can let's use this as a case study. It's currently set to 4. We can change the outline by using this outline tool. You can change the style of the line. You can also change the edges, so any of these ones. I can also change how the line looks. You can change it to something like this, or this, or this guy here, and click OK to come there automatically. And we can change the corners also. If we don't want the corner to be sharp, you can just change it to blunt like this. Just little change, you notice. So you can also change it to something like this also, to cut at the edge. And now we have, so if we don't want to fill, okay, let's look at another example. Let me draw another shape. So I have this shape, draw another circle, another square, and then I finally draw a circle here. And then I want this shape here to come out, and I don't want the others to come. Okay, I just want to fill that area. You know, if we click on this and then we just click down, you see it's blue, change this one to orange, change this one to green, we won't get what we're looking for. We just want to paint a particular area. So what do we do to solve this problem? And just come here under the property bar, undo, and undo, and then we'll come here, smart fill tool. Smart fill tool. So you can just come to this guy here and click it. So you notice only this one is selected. So you can just change the color here to green, or yellow, or red, or magenta, or purple, and you can fill this side too. Let's say blue, or this one yellow, red, and here let's say blue, and here is something green. So this is how you can fill a particular portion you want. So using this method, you should be able to fill anything, any object. So, and also is also this special feature that comes with the smart fill tool. Once you fill a portion, it won't affect the original square and the squares and the circle. So you can bring this guy out, this particular purple fill here, you can just bring it out as an entirely new shape. So I brought it out, and this one too. So you zoom into it, you can bring this one out, and also this one, and this one also, and this one. So, and also this guy here. So that's how to achieve effects in CorelDRAW. Okay, so that's about filling shapes in uniform colors. Uniform colors means just one color without having gradients. We'll soon move on to gradients, see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we also didn't treat text to last lesson, so let's just have a brief intro on it. So let's say we've selected our text tool, and then I want to type something. Let's say graphics design. So you can just come here, can change the font of the graphics design, can change the fonts. Oh, it's again. Okay, so you can change the fonts. Can change it. By default, CorelDRAW does not have this font, so don't start looking for it. Yeah, you have to download some of the font, like these guys here. All of them came with CorelDRAW. But if you want other fonts that are not included in this CorelDRAW, you can simply go online, search for it, search for fonts to download, free fonts, and you go to this site, dafont.com or 1001 fonts, or just check free fonts on Google. Free fonts. Okay, and also remember, whenever you are doing graphic design, make sure the fonts you have are not more than 2, highest 2. To be preferable, you just use one font throughout the whole of your design. In the flyer, just use that one font. Then you can be manipulating the colors and everything, but just make sure it's one. And if it's 2 fonts, try to make it like a font that has a serif. This little edges here, these little edges are called serifs. Okay, it's not really showing there. Let me look for one that's okay. Yeah, like this one. These things are called serif. So fonts that have this are called serif fonts, and fonts that don't have are sans serif. Let me write that. I'll give a PDF on that later, so you can just learn about all the stuff. Serif, sans serif. Sans serif just means without a serif. So okay, let's change this font to, so I want this guy. Okay, I want it to be like this. I want this guy to also be something like this, so I just click on this here. So let's say this graphic design now, I want the color to be yellow or red. Let's say I want it to be red or blue. I just click here and you have it. And then you can also come here and change the color of this guy. So let's say deep blue, or another color, let's say red. So basically, these are just what we're going to be doing with our fonts. You can take your fonts here to the center of the page. If you want it to be huge, just click on shift, and then we want it to be in the center, directly in the center. So just come here and center it to the page. So it's in the center of the page now. Can now arrange these other guys under, turn this one to blue, take this guy, and okay. And also to get shades of a particular color, let's say we want shades of yellow, shades of red or purple, so you can just right click it down, holding the left button, left click and hold it down, and then can select any of these ones you want. Let's increase that so that I can see what we are doing. Okay, let's say I want blue. I want to use blue. I'll left click and hold my mouse button down like this, and then I'll click on this to give me, so it will color it like that. Also, we have we can also combine shapes to make other shapes. We can let me show you what I'm trying to say. So let's say we are trying to make a particular icon. You want to use an icon in your design and you don't want it to be dynamic. For example, now your design has just blue everywhere, and then you went online, you searched for logo of WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is usually green. I know that this WhatsApp logo, if I should put it on the design, it will look kind of weird. So you now want the green in the WhatsApp to be blue. Yes, let me open the folder. Let me bring a picture. So there are two ways of bringing pictures into your workspace. You can either do it like this, which is the normal way of doing it. Come here, import, so import, we look for it. Let's say I want to import under libraries, pictures. Yeah, this Google location icon. Let me look for another one. Okay, this is the WhatsApp. Let's import this WhatsApp first. So you can now click for where you want to drop it. You just click here, so it will appear there. Or you can just click on your folder here, browse in your desktop to find it, scroll. Okay, we also need this one. Bring this one out. So we're going to be working with this Google location icon first. So let's try to make Google location icon using shapes and then using lines. Let's delete this guy here. Okay, so we want this to acquire the shape. First thing you can use, let's first look at how it looks like. You notice that there's some kind of like triangle or something, and we have a square. So just know your design, we just need a square, a triangle, a circle. Click the middle, bring it here, and another circle. It doesn't have to be exactly like this one, so don't stress yourself too much. As far as it looks much like it's okay. So I can now clone this guy here. Let's see. So there are no effects yet. Edit, come here, duplicate. So now it has created another copy for us. So just click this here and hold your shift down, drag it. Let's bring it here. Let's drag it once more. Ctrl Z. Let's drag it. And also remember, when you are dragging, when you are trying to make a shape and you are using shift, make sure you release your mouse before releasing the shift, or else you will have that problem we encountered that other time where the shape didn't expand as we planned. So next, you have seen, well, we've already completed like half of it. So the last step for us to do is to bring out this shape here. So let's just use a triangle. It's currently set to 3. That's good. So draw a triangle like this. Use your pick tool and mirror it so that it can be upside down, and then we bring it here. So now you can now adjust it by bringing this guy down. So I want to adjust it like this. So now we have all our shapes. So we have traced out something like this. Can bring this image, remove it from the background. So now we are left with this here. So we now want to convert these shapes into this logo. First things first, we need to adjust what needs to be adjusted. If some parts are not looking well, so we can just use this shape tool, click on it. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in here. So you just use the pick tool, the shape tool, sorry, and bring this guy here, and bring this one here also. Oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. If you notice, this one goes here and this other one comes to this side anytime we try to drag it. So they are not independent, they are attached together. Same with these guys here. So what can we do? We can convert them to curves. Convert them to curves. So when we convert them to curves, it should give us what we are looking for. Oh, sorry. Okay, so if you notice, only this vertex goes up. So if you are having difficulties in trying to achieve a shape or something, and then it's not responding very well, you can just convert it to curves first. So now we have this. How do we get rid of these lines? Okay, so you can just come here, select everything, come to your effects, and then create a boundary. So once we create that boundary, we have a separate shape like this. So we're almost through, just remains this white part. It can also be transparent. So then we bring this guy here, this small circle, and place it right here. If you are not sure of the position, you want it to be in the center, you can just select this whole shape and come here, arrange, align and distribute, align centers vertically. So it looks good now. So the last step, you can just come here, come to this smart fill tool and click, and then we'll have something like that. If we use the direct fill method, everything will be covered, and then we'll bring this circle to the front. Let's say we want to bring the circle to the front, order to front of layer, and then we'll fill this guy. It won't be transparent as this red. So what we can just do is just to use the smart fill tool. That is why it's so handy. Comes in handy every once in a while. So you just use the smart fill tool, click it, and then it's red. Red is not looking like that or so let's reduce it a bit. Let's say this one. Oh, it's too deep. Okay, let's say something like this. And now we have created our own Google location icon. So now you can now use this one for your project. You can now change the color. For example, you are working with a project and everything is green. Can't be using red or green. Okay, you can just change it to this green. Let's delete this ones. And bring this guy up here. Delete. So now that we don't need this, delete. Always try to be deleting everything else you don't need on your stage to avoid taking much of your space on your system. Okay, so we can duplicate this. Come here, edit, duplicate, edit, duplicate, edit, duplicate. And you can also do, instead of going there, you can just use Ctrl D on your computer. And now let's change their colors. Let's say that one is green, this is blue, this is yellow, this is red, and this is purple. So different icons for the same, different colors for the same icon. So okay, and that's just one of the many ways you can combine shapes and fill them. So let's bring this one here, and don't forget you can use your freehand tool to draw a line. The outline of my color of my line is deep blue, so you can just increase the outline a little bit to, let's say, 4. And then okay, so this looks nice. Let's group everything. Let's make their centers to be equal, to be aligned. So center to page vertically. Oh, okay, let's group these guys first to avoid what happened earlier. So arrange, align and distribute center to page vertically. So now this is how it looks like. You can try out making a phone icon by yourself. Might not necessarily use this method I used, but just try and try to get your phone icon. You can also use these tools here. If you are finding it hard to make them using shapes, you can just come, let's say want to create it quickly, just come here, might not be so straight. That does not look good. Try to make sure that this doesn't touch the node at the other side. So let's say you just want something like this, and then use your shape tool to align it properly. So this looks very weird, but if you want to make yours look better, just trace it around this guy here and you get yours. So you can just come here, draw the small circle inside and use the smart fill tool. And we have our own location icon. So just right click here, no outline. So this is how to use the two methods of creating shapes. Okay,